for Wednesday, I mean, which is what we are going to talk about, because
Yep.
that means Wednesday, which is usually my weird games, we decided would be our FPS game. And I played a new game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a weird Wednesday, was it?
Not for me, because I don't think Star Wars is weird at all. I played Star Wars Outlaws. Now,
Right, I'm going to sit back and listen to this because I've got
okay,
no questions. I just want to hear what you say.
now, I do try to be fair-minded. I try to be, um, open-minded, fair-minded, all that kind of stuff. Full caveat, I do love Star Wars. Unlike, Pete's not a big fan of the new stuff. I don't love all the new stuff, don't get me wrong, but I love the Star Wars universe. Cinematic universe. Um, but this is also an Ubisoft game. Ubisoft is hit or miss, we know this. So right off the bat, I made a huge mistake. Huge mistake. I need to reinstall my SSD. So I installed Star Wars Outlaws on my hard drive.
Oh, God.
Shouldn't be a problem. Yes, it will take longer to load. That's great, but shouldn't be a problem. Oh dear. Right off the bat, a warning sign. I think it was even in red text from Ubisoft. You have installed this game on a mechanical hard drive. We recommend you install this on an SSD. When a game says that, that's not good. That's not
So
a good sign.
basically, so essentially, it's going to load between every single house like, Oblivion used to.
That, and it also said it would have glitches, graphical glitches, and some other things. And I'm going, no, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't. Long loading times, yes, that's the whole appeal of SSD. But all the other stuff, oh, Ubisoft.
No. I mean, bearing in
So,
mind they did. So I don't know. This isn't on the news story. I just wanted to bring this up in
uh-huh,
case you didn't know.
probably didn't know.
Um, those who had the early access to the game got
Hmm.
to play through, but then was told that they needed to update the game
Right?
because there was a game-breaking bug that meant they wouldn't be able to complete it. But the bug meant that they had to restart the entire game.
Okay, see? Okay. 2 seconds. Stanker says, oh yeah, the need for SSDs are becoming more must needed than a suggestion. Exactly, and they need to go ahead and start saying that first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Because Stanker's right. That's exactly what we're heading for. Um, and then, yeah, the change in focus certainly has put some people off the game style. Yeah, so doing that kind of stuff, which Ubisoft has pulled before, that ain't cool, man. That's not cool. But again, it's very that now that is very reminiscent of Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Because it did the same thing. Luckily, I don't think we were early access. No, I think
I
we just
don't think you were,
no, I
no.
think we just played it like the day it came out. Yeah, that's right, because he played it on his channel, and then we ended up playing it together. Yes, 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 yes. But that's Suicide Squad pulled that too, which is not Ubisoft product. I'm just saying that that has happened before. Um, so now we get into the gameplay. First of all, I want to say it is a beautiful game, but to be fair, Ubisoft makes beautiful games. The sound design is so on point, like so on point. I have these spatial haptic feedback headphones.
Mm-hmm.
So some kind of Razer special. I don't know what they're called because I just don't care.
I mean, Razer do some nice headsets, to be fair, when it comes to
Yeah,
the audio side, or the
but these are
audio
like
side rather than.
top of the top. Plus, they have that haptic feedback, and you push a button and everything.
Mm.
I couldn't use the haptic feedback because the voices were too bassy, so that they were starting to buzz my ear, and it was like, ah,
Oof,
that's
yeah.
no, that's too much. Um, but sound design so on point. Music is just freaking amazing. Set design absolutely beautiful. Game design absolutely beautiful. Gameplay, okay. Here's where we go. It is an Ubisoft game. There is no denying that. It looked like at points, and I think Nana was in the chat at the time. There were points where it looked like a reskinned Assassin's Creed,
Of course.
like just 100%.
What, loads of quest markers and stuff like that all over
quest
the mini map?
markers, but also movement. Like hanging from the balcony and
Oh yeah,
balustrades and
hanging
stuff like that.
ledges and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
all that. Dropping down, going up ledges. It was. I think it was reused animation. I hate to say it, but I think it was. Um,
I mean, it's quite normal for a lot of
it
companies to
is.
reuse
It is.
animations, like, but it seems a bit strange when you've got a game that is completely different to one another
Yeah.
that they're reusing animations.
Yeah, Nana says, yeah, it really did look like an AC game at one point. It did. It absolutely did.
I mean,
Now,
maybe it was supposed to be.
that's the thing. You never know with Ubisoft. Now, here's the thing. I am enjoying this game very much. I'm going to say that. So know that I am enjoying this game so far. I haven't gotten as far as Brent has got. Brent's already like on Tatooine and stuff, which I cannot
Okay.
wait for that. I'm not that far. Um, I'm gonna admit this because I don't feel bad about this. There was a part where I got completely lost. I could not solve the objective. I had to have chat. I even looked it up on my own and still couldn't solve it. I had to have chat look it up, and between Brent and Nana, we figured it out because Brent couldn't even
Okay.
remember it. I don't like that. Now, I mean, I do. We know I'm gonna struggle. Anything that has to do with directions or spatial awareness, I don't have it. um, but this was um. Nana says regarding Assassin's Creed, it's weird too because this was an Ubisoft massive, not the AC teams. Exactly, that's what it's weird. It's reused. I really think they're reusing
I
animations,
mean,
but
it
it's
could
fine.
also be that they've reused some animations from the Division as well,
True.
because they
True that.
Ubisoft Massive were the Division team.
Yeah, I do like Division. That's true. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, I got complete. It was not intuitive whatsoever. I do struggle, like I said, with anything having to do with direction or spatial awareness. That's a me thing. That's a Kylie thing. But this had no intuitive. Like I could not figure out. And there's this whole extra part that I have to figure out, which is you have a pet called Nyx.
Hmm.
By the way, who only squeaks and squawks, but is voiced, quote unquote, by D. Bradley Baker, who's like an actual,
What?
yeah, an actual very much talented voice artist who's been in like all of our
Oh,
favorite games.
okay.
Yeah, that's weird. Um, but that's not my point. The point is, it has Nyx has this whole separate sub menu of things that it does,
Okay.
and you have to incorporate that. And there's not really a tutorial for that. It just says do this, and then I was using a controller. The controller would not work on this particular one thing. I had to switch over and use the dadgum keyboard because obviously I'm playing on PC. Um, and I could see. Oh, and then I had to end the stream because I went into a door and fell through the floor all the way through the map.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. Decker says,
So the typical old jank then that you would get with a Ubisoft game.
yeah. Decker says, and I've been informed I'm in the game. Donk, donkey, that dank. I can't say the dadgum German word for thank you. Donke.
Danker.
Yeah, but isn't it? Don't you call it donk like Donkashane?
Oh, I can't say I've heard that.
I'm not good. Where's Sincho and CD?
Yeah, we need CD right now.
Yeah. And then Danger says lol, and then Danger says oh dear. Yeah. So I like the game. This is my most anticipated game of this year.
Hmm.
I don't think before I said it was game of the year material. Suspiciously, I thought it would be game of the year.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be game of the year for me or for anyone, but we'll
fair enough.
see. I will finish it out.
I mean, a lot of the reviews that I read for it or heard, or such as like Skill Up,
Yeah.
had said that there's a lot of flaws in it, but there's clearly a good game to be
Mhm.
had in there. It's just,
Yeah.
it's a little bit. It can be a little bit of a mess at times.
I'm really, really, and I hate to say this, but I'm really feeling a parallel to Suicide Squad. Now, Suicide Squad, you really couldn't do solo. You could try to do solo.
I tried. It was horrible.
Yeah. Whereas I do think you can do this game solo so far.
Yeah, because there's no multiplayer to it anyway, as
Yeah,
far as
but
I
I
can
don't think
tell.
that's going to stay that way because they've already got a battle pass. They've already got, all
Yeah,
kinds of
but
stuff lined up.
Look, Ubisoft do this quite frequently. They have battle passes and season passes stuff
True.
um for single player games, so
True, true,
it's not
true.
a surprise.
But I'm a bit worried, trepidatious, hesitant that it is going to go the direction of Suicide Squad, as in
Hmm.
hyped game, good game underneath, and then they just,
Just falls off.
yeah. Um, so that right there is how I'm feeling about that one.